how they can help. Even taking our flags and carrying them around. You guys are doing a great deal. You're helping so much. Even a little act, a little gesture of carrying up a flag around as you are walking up downtown Austin. This is so much help because you're showing to the whole world that you support Ukraine, that you stand for the truth, that you condemn the aggressor, and you are showing your position. You are promoting the truth and showing others. We're truly grateful to all Americans, to all people, to the guests of this beautiful capital, Austin. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you so much for your support. Ukraine is really in a catastrophic state today. Ukrainian community wouldn't be coming here every day if the situation was better. Situation is bad, really, really bad. Putin continues his vicious war on our land. He continues to launch many, many rockets, cruise ballistic missiles. He continues to airstrike our cities. Sirens are veiling all over the country, even in the regions where there is nothing going on, there are no soldiers or no active actions. But sirens, something's triggering the sirens, and they're going on. My mom told me that still every day, she's now in the Western Ukraine, but every day at 5:57 a.m., at 2 a.m., sirens are veiling and they have to go to the basement. Putin is doing this on purpose. It's a psychological pressure, psychological attack on Ukrainians to ensure that nobody who lives in Ukraine today feels safe, that nobody who is in Ukraine today can feel like they can sleep, they can go back to normal life. No matter where you live, on the east, on the west, north or south, you do not feel safe. That's what Putin wants. He started this war very viciously, where for a few weeks he was bombing all cities all over the country, east, west, all over. Now, after Ukrainian army has had numerous victories, we managed to liberate embattled cities near Kyiv. Putin realized that he's losing the war, and he's losing a lot of his tanks, helicopters, aircrafts. He's losing a lot of people. So he decided to focus on the south and southeastern part, on the eastern part of Ukraine. But yet, he's still bombing all Ukraine, all over. Nobody in Ukraine is safe today. The situation is pretty much the same as it was on day 1, 53 days ago. That is why there is no break. Ukrainian diaspora, Ukrainian community all over the world, we don't have a break. There is no time to say and be like, oh, hey, yeah, things are going better. Things are getting better. It's not the case. Everyone is tired, but it's nothing compared to what people in Ukraine are going through. No matter how tired we are, every day I tell myself, I am doing so much better than my family and than those people who live in the occupied territories. I have food, I sleep well at night, sirens don't wake me up, I don't have to go hide in the basement. I walk under the peaceful sky, and I'm not scared that there will be bombs falling from the sky. I am doing so much better, and even though I'm tired and I want to move on, but I can't, because that's not right. We are human beings, and when we see atrocities, when we see barbarism, when we see cruelty, inhumanity, massacres going on a peaceful land that didn't do anything to provoke this war, how can we stand aside? How can we move on? How can we look the other and close our eyes. If we don't do anything, next, our country here in US, we can feel the war next on this land. European countries can feel the war next on their lands. And all because we didn't care enough to stop the evil while we had the opportunity to. The Ukrainian community and everybody who's here, everyone who's supporting Ukraine, we all know that this war is a lot bigger than just the war between two countries. Russia, by invading Ukraine, announced the war against the entire democratic and civilized world. And we must act together, act as one to stop this evil before Russia does more terrible things on other lands. World, wake up! Now it's time to act!
World, wake up! Now it's time to act! World, wake up! Now it's time to act! World, wake up! Now it's time to act! World, wake up! Now it's time to act! World, wake up! Now it's time to act! World, wake up! Now it's time to act!
Esclavitud ilegal.
It's a real nice park. It's a real nice park.
our people were baptized into Christianity in the year of 988. By the way, today is Easter. I want to congratulate everybody. Ukraine has always been a Christian country for 11 centuries. A Christian country. We were building libraries. And during all this time, where was Russia? Moscow was a swamp and a forest. Moscow wasn't established, wasn't founded until the 12th century. So Putin has no historical right and claim to say that Ukraine does not exist or is just Russian territory. This is all a lie. Putin is lying to everybody, and it seems like he believes his own lies now. He has lied so many times that he has convinced himself that whatever he says is the truth. This is some sort of a mental illness, if you ask me. When you repeat something many times and then you believe in it, something's wrong with you. We're calling on everybody. Please help us defeat this evil, this new Hitler of 21st century. Ukraine today is outnumbered. 160 million people in Russia, 40 million people in Ukraine. They have a lot of people, they have a lot of tanks to continue this war. Ukraine doesn't have enough people, but how we can win is if we have a lot better weapons than they do. Even if we're outnumbered, but if we have better tanks, modern technology, modern aircrafts, fighter jets, air defenses, anti-ship missiles, if we have the latest modern weapons, artillery, we can win and we will win. But for that, we depend on the help of our allies. United States, Europe, and other countries understand today that Ukraine is fighting for everyone's democracy at this point. Everyone's. Not just Ukraine. We are fighting. Our people are dying. Kids are dying for the freedom in all countries of the civilized world. Because Putin is a threat not only to Ukraine. Putin is a threat to everyone who lives in a democratic world, who shares democracy, freedom, liberty, and protects human rights. We are calling on the whole world to unite and help us defeat Putin and his army. Stand with Ukraine! Stand with Ukraine! Stand with Ukraine!